Welcome back to TCC Cars. I'm Brian.
I'm Craig.
And we've got the champ of all champs, Craig. We've got the Subaru Outback. Let's get to the Monroney, get the details out of the way on the front. 2025 Subaru Outback Touring XT, which means turbo. Lots of cool options, blah, 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 blah. It comes down to $44,331. Really well equipped. The only option we have, all-weather floor mats. The exterior color is Cosmic Blue Pearl, which I am such a fan of this blue. I'm actually, well, Craig, you said it earlier. If our dad was still around, he'd have one of these. There's no way around it. This has got Dad's name all over it. So let's get into it, Craig. First of all, Subarus of 10 years ago had a problem up here visually. They do not now. They have resolved it in a good way. It's a bit of a corporate nose, but I like it. There's actually some flake in this plastic panel here to match the metallic that's in the blue of the paint. You've got the right amount of black cladding, so if you are someone who likes to clip curbs or does trail use, you're protected all the way around. I'm thinking of our mother in particular who likes to clip curbs. This is perfect for her, or someone like that might have just little bumps here and there. You're just protected from grocery carts and stuff like that too. It's really thoughtful, functional design, which is really the theme of this car. Down below, you've got detached divorce fog lights from the headlights. I love that. It's an iconic look at night. And then you have Subaru's EyeSight technology headlights that steer with your steering wheel inputs, which I really like. Someone told me the other day with a WRX in the woods at night, that's a good feature to have. Let's come on down this side, Craig. Let's talk about wheels and tires around some more cladding. The cladding continues here. It goes all the way down, touches some more cladding, and wraps around to touch the cladding in the front. You're fully protected.
Which I think it actually works though.
It works great. No, and it's part of the Subaru theme now. There's none of this like, whoa, why is there cladding there? Like, no, it's a staple. It makes sense, and it actually looks the part. Wheels and tires, Craig. These are Yokohama Advan GTs. Definitely a highway tire if you look at the tread pattern. This is not of all-wheel drive design and intent. Tread wear is 400, traction is B over A, temperature 225, 60, 18. So these guys are 18s. The good news is you can fit 17s. Outback Wilderness has 17s, so you can, the brakes aren't going to be in the way if you want to do an off-road package for yourself. They fit it, they make sense. They're kind of like a, let's be quiet and confident and not drag a bunch of attention to it. Which,
look, is that not the most elderly statesman wheel design ever?
Hey, we're not attacking people here, Craig.
I said it as nice as I could.
Okay, fair.
I was going to say old man spec.
It's basically basic, but it's also doesn't look bad. It doesn't have gaudy chrome. That's what I'm getting at. There's a lot of people, whoa, wait a minute. Wait, what is this here, Craig? I spoke too soon. You've got the chrome band, which
it's the elderly statesman spec.
It's just fine. It works. Now, I've actually had questions about this from coworkers that said, what's this blocky stuff up here? Well, I'm here to tell you, Craig, it's not just for looks. It's actually a crossbar for your roof rack. And the other one comes this way. This thing out of the box is ready for a rooftop tent. So even if you're an elderly statesman or anyone younger than that wants to be camping in the woods, you can. That's the beauty of this. You don't have to go to a wilderness to get some of these features. It just is baked into it.
That's just part of this Subaru life.
Subaru life. I love it. Come around here, more cladding, more tire. No fuel doors. Come around to the back. You've got the lobster claw taillights, which I like. They kind of halo out like this. It's become a staple for Subaru as well.
Little Euro lens action?
Yeah, for sure. You got a little backup light protruding through. You've got a little bit of spoiler too.
Yeah, like the hat's backwards?
A little bit. It's kind of got like just enough, but not too much. It's not too much hat backwardness. Coming down the back, Craig, you've got a diffuser. I'm not sure what you're diffusing, but it's also replaceable if you scuff it up on the trail.
I know what you're diffusing. Love, baby. Because it's Subaru.
Coexist, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Look, it's turbo. I want to hear what it sounds like. Let's try that out. And that's what it sounds like. Craig, what does it sound like to you on an exhaust?
Singer sewing machine.
Singer sewing machine. Interesting. Well, up here it sounds a little bit better, and there's more to show you. This is a 260 horsepower, 277 foot-pound of torque, flat boxer 4, baby. That means the engine is not like this.
Oh, don't show us hand things.
I gotta show you.
Your hand signs.
It's not like this inline 4. It's like this. It's an H. It's a flat H. It's so cool.
He can't help himself. Sorry, people.
Sorry. So instead of like that, it's like this. So
okay.
Short. Not too wide, not too tall. It fits in a lot of spots. It's the same configuration the original Beetle had for reference. The only difference is this is turbocharged. Well, a lot of things are different. But you also have a functional Ram air intake, which is super cool. This is a WRX thing. They used to put the intercooler on top so it wouldn't get damaged from rallycross, from stones in the front.
Dang right.
I freaking love they still do that. It's cool for packaging too. No complaints on this motor. We like to complain about modern motors and CVTs. This is the Lineartronic high torque 8-speed CVT. I'm not complaining about it, Craig. Simply put. All that covered, let's hop to the interior with Craig. Talk about the goodness that is there.
All righty, Brian, let's check out the interior of the Subaru Outback. And let's get into here because, Brian, here's what this is. This is Goldilocks. This is just a Goldilocks car. That's what this is. It's just the right size, the right packaging. we kind of talked about off camera, it doesn't really have a competitor that really is in its segment because it's its own thing. Everything works right here. We got gobs of room for camera gear. In fact, there's so much it's kind of sliding around. We've got, let's see, we got in here. Let's see, do we have a real one? Oh.
Dude, wait, hold on. There's more.
Wait. Keep going. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
keep going. You pull it.
Keep
Can
going.
we get it?
Yeah! Oh, we got it. Yes.
Real spare. Let's go.
Real spare tire, which is not surprising at all. I actually would have been shocked if it wasn't there.
Yeah, me too.
Because this whole car's ethos is practicality.
Yeah, practicality and functionality.
And here's what I mean by that. Look at this, Brian. We're going to fold that seat down right there. I'm going to pull this manual handle. I'm just going to pull it, and it goes down. Boom.
Boom.
Bob's your uncle, and we're in business. Let's move to that second row and check it out. All right, Brian, let's get into the second row. Let's check out the door first. A nice padded door seal. Again, this is the touring trim, which means we get, well, basically the best interior you can get out of these. Love all the different colors and trims and choices. A lot of times I will complain about the amount of material choices here, but I like them here. They all work. They look really good. The door pull holds your phone so it will not fall through. And like every Subaru, you got plenty of room for a water bottle holder in the door pocket. The seat that we folded down, look at that, Brian. That is pretty dang flat. I don't know if you can tell. I mean, that's pretty level.
I think that means you can actually overland in this if you wanted to.
Yeah,
you can sleep in here.
Yeah, I think you got a lot of room here is what that means. Brian, let's get in the seat and see what kind of room we've got. Get this nice brown, which looks really good.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Let's go with the blue. I've got a nice armrest here with cup holders. That doesn't just flop down on the ground. I love that. Rear AC vents, USB-A, USB-C. Heated rear seats. That's not in every Subaru. That's really nice.
That's nice.
Brian, I've got,
whoa,
look at this.
Whoa, double navigation.
Triple navigation because we're going to be doing a lot of navigating.
Wait,
on this side too, that's six map pockets.
Look, in a world where sometimes you get just one because accountants have said you don't need one behind the driver's seat. Good job, Subaru.
They gave you six in a world that no one uses maps anymore. I love it. But enough of that, Brian. This does have a moonroof. Not a pano.
Oh, we know what that means.
Will you fit?
Let's try it. I actually haven't tried this. I don't know.
You're sitting behind me who's got it pimped out a little bit. Sorry.
Dude.
Look at that.
Oh, wait. Look at the room. I can put a helmet on back here.
And this does not surprise either one of us because, again, this is just practical for any sized adult.
Now, hold on. I got to take this real quick. I'm talking to the truck makers out there. If you make a full-size truck with a sunroof that can't do this, try again.
All right, to the front, Brian, let's check out this door. Again, it's padded, it's very nice. Good materials in this Subaru. I love this touring trim. You get the nice brown, the chrome door pull. Memory seats on my side, Brian. All auto windows, all four go up and down automatically. Another touring specific thing, and plenty of room for a water bottle, which we actually have a water bottle in there now. Before I get in this seat, Brian, I want you to see this. Check this out. This is specific to the touring. That comes out.
Ooh,
so
I like
lots of comfort for long road trips, which is really nice. And this material is really nice.
Yeah.
One of our complaints before I get in the seat with the Wilderness Edition is you get this kind of vinyl-less seat, which just really sweats in Texas heat.
Yeah.
So we would actually prefer cloth over that one, but the best seat to get is this one.
Tell them why, Craig.
Because I'm going to show you, I'll start this up to show you because there's not a hard key on this one, but there are physical dials. Look at that, Brian. Oh my gosh, it's a gauge sweep and beautiful dials that just work.
They're good dials.
And as the infotainment is loading, because, you know, it does take a little bit because it's not the most cutting edge, but once it loads up, Brian, whoa, look at that button.
I know what that is. You know what that is?
Oh yeah.
That's Texas Summer Freedom is what that is.
That's exactly what that is. And this is the only Subaru Outback trim you can get those in. Yeah. And this is why, I'll just go ahead and spoiler alert, this is why we would get this over the Wilderness Edition.
I would too, same. More on that at the end, but yeah.
That aside, you get kind of the corporate Subaru layout here, and it just works and it looks really good. I like it, it's practical. Again, I love all these material choices and colors. I like the little floating shelf there.
That's nice. It's very nice. The Highlander cubby hole, yeah, I like that.
This does not have the Qi charging, that's an accessory, but Ryan, one of the accessories we do have.
There it is, it's a pumpkin muffin bar.
No, not the pumpkin muffin bar, no.
The CD player!
It's the CD player, and yes, it's... We thought at first, is that just for nav?
Yeah,
no, Brian, look.
There's a CD input, auxiliary or CD.
Oh my gosh.
How great is that?
Love it. Okay, but enough of all that. Oh, Brian.
But one more thing. Can I talk about this real quick?
Yes.
All right, so we talked about this off camera, and I just want to capture this again real quick. If you're looking for an Apple iWatch, this is not it.
Good point, yes.
This is a Casio G-Shock. It's got everything you want it to do, no nonsense, and it will always work. Very refreshing.
Maybe not the most stylish or minimalist design.
Fair.
But unbelievably functional, and that's the theme. Again, speaking of functionality, Brian, you know what's functional?
Power.
0 to 60 times. Let's do it. Yeah. All right, Brian, we're in the Outback Touring XT. T, the most important part, which
T
means
for turbo.
how much power?
260, 277.
Hit it.
I am.
No, now hit it.
I'm hitting it. There's the boost.
Are you in sport mode?
There's no sport mode.
Okay.
Ooh.
Shift it early.
Fake shift it. 60 miles an hour. What you got?
Ooh. Well, about what I expected. 8.83 with me in the car.
Okay, and just for reference, it's 99 degrees outside.
It is hot.
And that was the 6th run because of the way we had to film today.
True.
Look, the best it had without you in it, Craig, was a respectable 7.48.
Yep. About what I expected is what the butt down said. Yeah.
And here's my message to the viewer. Don't buy this without a turbo. Because then it's 9.
Can I counter argue that?
Okay, I'll hear you
Here's
out.
my counter argument. This car is not supposed to be driven fast whatsoever.
No, I agree. That wasn't fast, though.
No,
that was just acceptable.
I understand. But when you get in this car, you don't get in a hurry and you just cruise. When you're cruising, you don't notice. I think this is one of the vehicles that doesn't have to have a turbo. I'm glad they offer it without a turbo for those that care even more about simplicity. I'm glad it's still an option.
Okay.
But I'm with you. I would get the turbo. I don't think you have to for a lot of the buyers in this.
That's fair, and that's probably accurate. But back to your statement earlier about how this would be Dad's car if he was still around today, he would get the turbo.
Probably.
Yeah. So what I'm getting at is that it's not that you need it or that you have to have it.
Glad it's an option. And to your point of the turbo, it should be an option in the Forester and the Crosstrek. Why is it not?
Yes. I don't know why this is being gate kept at the top as if it's something that's remarkably fast. It's what it should be for all of them.
Right.
So anyways, all that being covered, we're not complaining. I like this car a lot. I'm just going to put it out there. There's no deception or I wonder if they actually like it or not. This is a good car, Craig.
Absolutely.
When you think of an car to do car things, this is it. And I want to remind you, if you're in a kind of soft roader, like, oh, well, I got a crossover because I need to do off-roady things, this is going to do probably more than what your crossover will do, most likely.
Right, like some XRT, whatever, a Hyundai.
Yeah, that's a good example. Yeah. Not ripping on the Hyundais, but this approach angle is better.
It's better.
This all-drive system is more vetted for that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
And because it's a proper wagon that's not trying to be a 7-row, like everything has to be, it's just a really well-sized 2-row with a bunch of storage in the back. It's not too wide.
It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's just super practical. And as far as, speaking of practicality and turbo-ness, 22 city, 29 highway, combined 25. It's exactly what I saw. I typically, because I drive a lot of highway, saw more than the combined 25. So I was probably averaging 26 to 28 in my mostly highway drive, which I'd say is right on the money.
I only drove for 2 days in my urban route, and I got 21. We're just driving it, not even being a monkey. Yeah. The fun thing about this being a turbo is that it never is so tempting in its fastness that you're like, oh, I got to get into the turbo. You're kind of just like, you just drive it. Like,
it is a very mild turbo, and it kind of comes in just to help you out when you need it.
Right.
Yeah, it's probably the least addicting turbo out there.
Which means I can actually get the city number.
Yes.
It's impressive. Okay.
Right.
I want to talk about Portage real quick. We've driven all the Subaru stuff now on the show. Not just off the show. On the show, we've driven all of them now. Flame out there. Crosstrek.
Yep.
Forester.
Yep.
Outback. Ascent.
Yep.
Oh, we haven't driven Impreza. No, we have.
We have driven Impreza RS. Yep.
Okay, but I want to talk about the SUVs in particular, or the crossover segments. This is the best thing Subaru makes right now.
There's a reason the Outback is still there.
Yep.
Let's remind everybody, the Outback was born out of the Legacy sedan. Legacy wagon.
That's true. Yeah.
They made a Legacy wagon. They put a bunch of cladding on it and give it a little bit of a lift. Oh, let's call it an Outback.
Yep.
And this thing's still alive. They don't make a Legacy wagon anymore, but they make this.
That's exactly right. And by the way, I'm glad it's still here because it's darn good.
Very
it's super comfy. And this trim is also the trim I would get because of the ventilated seats, and you can get the turbo in it.
This is the one to get.
Dude, it's such a straightforward car, straight shooter. It's just a good, competent vehicle. There's nothing gimmicky in here. And it's true to what the end user's asking for. It's a genuine product that doesn't have any gotchas. It just works.
Look, we texted during the week about this car as we were taking turns driving.
Yeah, right.
And we texted each other, look, if you have kids and they have seats that are required for them to sit in, like the booster seat or child seat.
That young of a child, yeah.
You need sliding doors, get a minivan, I'd say any of them. Just get something with sliding doors.
Sure.
If you need a pickup, quote unquote pickup, not a truck, a pickup, get a Honda Ridgeline is what most people need.
Right. No ego associated, just like an occasional Home Depot run. If you're being honest about your needs.
If you don't have either of those requirements,
yeah,
everyone should just have one of these.
And then, by the way, I stipulate, this is where our conversation was going. If you're not into cars, you just want something that's good and straightforward and gets the job done. That's what this is best at. No gimmicks, no nonsense, just a good car.
You just need a vehicle that kind of do a lot of different things, but you don't need a pickup or a sliding doors, and you want it for 10 years, just get this and don't think about cars again
Exactly.
for the next 10 years. You're done thinking about cars.
Or if you live in one of 3 places, Vermont, Colorado, or Utah,
Then you have to.
they give them out at the state border. I think everyone has one.
I do have a caveat for get this and don't think about cars for 10 years. I want a little disclaimer.
Please.
Do keep thinking about cars because you need to keep watching this channel. So make sure you like and subscribe. Be sure to leave comments below. Thanks for watching our video. We definitely have more Subaru action coming your way, and we just love this thing.
That's great. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Yeah.